Hey there, my friends. Today we're going to discuss more about variables. So this time we're going to talk about static variables in C. So let's get started. Let me go ahead and maximize this editor, and as you can see, I have this file created, ex35_static variables.c, and I have also added this ahead of time. So static variables have a local scope but are not destroyed when a function is exited. Therefore, a static variable retains its value for the life of the program and can be accessed every time the function is re-entered. So to better understand this, let me go ahead and provide you an example. So first, let's put a function prototype in here. So let's name this, say hello, and it's a void type since it's not going to return anything. And let's proceed to the main function. Let's create a variable I, and then let's use a for loop. So I is equal to 0, I is equal to 0, I is less than 5, and then let's increment I, then make sure to put the curly braces, and let's call the function say hello. So we call this function 5 times since we put it inside the for loop. And let's go ahead and let me just copy this instead, paste it here just like that, and then let's create the static variable int. It's an integer type, and num_calls. Let's call this variable num_calls and assign it a variable 1 or a value 1, and then let's display. Let's put this on the screen by using the printf function, and then let's say hello number %d new line. So this will going to replace the value. So first it's going to be 1, and so on and so forth. So make sure to increment num_calls, because if we're not going to increment it, it will be the same number. So let's increment it by using the ++ operator or the increment operator. So let's check for errors, and I think we're good. So let's go ahead and right click this file name, compile and run, and as you can see, it runs 5 times since we use the for loop to call this function, and in our loop we use this expression to run the loop 5 times. So I is less than 5 since it started from 0. As you can see, started from 0 to 5. Since you might be thinking why we use the 0 in here but we use 1 in here, so that is just to make sure that the value will be presented as number 1 to 5, and then we increment it in here so that it will run appropriately. Let's go ahead and close this one. So again, the static variable is initialized when declared and requires the prefix static. It should have the static keyword. So in this example, we use the static variable. So that's it, and before we wrap up, let's test your knowledge. I have here a little exercise for you. So on this tab, I want you to fill in the blanks to declare a static integer variable and initialize it to the value 1. If you know the answer, in here, there's some missing information in here that you need to fill in. If you know the answer, please feel free to put it in the comments section below. Thank you.